Everyone, Patrick LaCour here again. Once again, sharing my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. I know I didn't talk much, just wanted to share that audio. My goal was to get a lot of you motivated. I hope it works. But today, I'd like to talk about building your self-confidence, because I know there's a lot of people that lack self-confidence, and in certain parts of my life, I lack self-confidence as well. Like, I have a terrible fear of public speaking, of getting in front of like large groups of people and speaking or performing or doing anything. I don't really have anything I could perform, but you know what I mean. It's nerve-wracking. I've done it before, and I do it in the military, but it's different in the military because, I'm an NCO in the military, and I speak to younger crowds who basically they have to listen to me. However, it's different. It's different than actually getting up and speaking in front of large groups, especially if you're speaking about something you're passionate about in front of large groups. Because I guess it's that feeling of whether or not you're going to be judged by them. As I said before, I have no problem speaking one-on-one with someone. I'll talk your head off about something I'm passionate about. But once I get in front of a large group of people, it completely changes. And I'm working on it, and I'll overcome it eventually. Don't get me wrong, I will. It's just that I started thinking about why, and why do a lot of people suffer from a lack of self-confidence. Now, I'm sure there's many reasons why. I'm sure there are. But one thing that came to mind is perhaps the lack of edification as a child, by your parents or your peers or authority figures, while you were growing up. For example, kids are kids. They're going to test things out. They're always going to, test the waters in a wide array of areas in their life, because they're kids. They're new to life, and that's what they do. But a lot of times, adults, they forget that, and they may, they'll tell the kids, hey, you can't do that. That's wrong, or they'll ream them for something, And once a child is subjected to that constantly, after trying something out, or maybe they created something in school, maybe they created a clay model of something they were really proud of, but their peers were like, "What is that? That's terrible. It's ugly," and then it just breaks them down. And so, constantly being around that type of environment, growing up, of course, is going to break your self-confidence down. So that's what I think a lot of it stems from. Now, as we grow older and we become adults and we realize this, we have to recondition our minds to be more self-confident, and not worry about how other people judge us. Because honestly, what does that fall under? That falls under the category of fear, right? Fear of what other people think. So, once we get older, we have to recondition our minds, and like I've said before, it's a process, because we spend so much of our lives being conditioned the opposite way. And I don't speak for everyone. I speak for a lot of people that I know in my experience. But we spent so much of our lives being conditioned the opposite way. It's going to take some time to recondition our minds. But as long as we're conscious of it and we consciously do it every day, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just like I'll, get to where I want to be, mentally and spiritually eventually. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. And I'd like to get some opinions. So if you guys don't mind, if you guys have any ideas about ways to overcome lack of self-confidence, please place them below. and don't be scared to do so and share your thoughts. I also wanted to share some information about a psychologist that I've learned of recently. His name is Albert Bandura. So some of you might be familiar with him as well. He's a psychologist, and he's been Wikipedia, I think it was, listed him as the 4th most important psychologist in history. Pretty cool. He's 86 years old right now. He's still alive, and he works at Stanford. And he is well known for curing phobias, and he's cured phobias in as little as 4 hours. So his name again is Albert Bandura, and you guys feel free to look him up and do a little research yourself. You might learn something new. All right, that's it. That's all I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this little session, and I will leave you with this. Oh yeah, don't forget your ABCs. Always be creating, regardless if you lack self-confidence or not. Alright guys, take care, and I will talk to you again soon.